Shalom, beloved. Welcome to Spark 22, Discovering the Light of Hebrew. I'm Gabriella Powers, and I'm so glad that you could join us for this week's episode. Shalom, beloved. Welcome to this week's Hebrew word study. Please forgive me for doing this word study in my love glasses. I hope it's not too distracting. This is Phoenix, Arizona, and we found very little shade to do our video in this week. So, this week's word study is going to be on foundation, or Yacad. We will be coming out of Psalms 102:25 and Isaiah 48:13. Now, this particular word foundation, or Yacad, actually means to fix, establish, and appoint. My mind was actually going on a quest of understanding what does the word foundation mean in regards to foundation of the earth. How can we look at it as the earth has been established? Now, this particular word study is very rich, so I want you to take notes, beloved. Yacad has 3 letters. The first letter is Yod. It has a numerical value of 10, which actually represents completion and order. The Picto-Hebrew looks like an arm or a hand, and it represents a work or a deed. It is the smallest letter, so it does represent humility. It represents the divine arm or hand of Yahuwah. Although it is the smallest letter, it is present in every other letter, which is symbolic of the divine point of all energy, as well as the spark of Ruach, or the Holy Spirit, in every created thing. The first letter in Abba's 4-letter name, Yahuwah, YHWH, which can show that Abba uses the small and weak to glorify himself. The second letter, Semech, has a numerical value of 60, which represents double portion blessings, as it is the exact same number of letters that are in the Aaronic benediction, or the priestly blessing. It actually represents to lean upon, uphold, support, or shield. It actually also represents the ever-ascending spiral of Yahuwah's glory in the universe. Now, the last letter is Dalet. It has a numerical value of 4. It represents the needy person who is bent over. It also represents the door, which we know is Yeshua the Messiah. It represents De'at, or knowledge, the door of the eye. So what can these 3 Hebrew letters tell us about Yacad, or foundation? The first thing we notice about Yacad, or foundation, is that a foundation is an establishment of completion and order, which we see in the numerical value of 10 in the first letter. The Paleo shows that Yacad, or foundation, is a work or deed of completion and order. The first letter, being Yod, shows us that Abba YHWH's divine energy and spark of Ruach is in a foundation, as there is no foundation without him. The second letter, Semech, shows that Yacad, or foundation, is something that leans upon, upholds, supports, or even shields. Semech shows us that the Yacad, or foundation of the earth, is something that Abba YHWH uses to show his ever-ascending spiral of glory in the universe, and that when we stand on his foundation, double-portion blessings are involved. The last letter, Dalet, shows that one cannot recognize or know Yacad, or foundation, without first being needy and bent over in humility. Humility opens knowledge, or the door of the eye. Specifically in regards to Yacad, or foundation of the earth, we see 3 things. Number 1, the Yacad of the earth is established by Yahuwah's arm or hand in completion and order. Number 2, the Yacad of the earth is leaning upon, upheld, supported by, and shielded by Yahuwah's ever-ascending spiral of glory. Number 3, the Yacad of the earth cannot and will not be recognized or known by anyone who is not first bent over and needy in humility. When you think of the Yacad of the earth, think about completion and order. Think about being upheld, leaning upon, and being shielded by Yahuwah's glory. Think about something that can't be known or seen without first being humble and having the divine need for Yahuwah. Yacad shows us that the foundation of the earth is orderly and complete. Yacad shows us that the foundation of the earth is not only upheld and leaning upon Yahuwah's glory, but it is designed to bring recognition to his glory. Yacad shows us that the foundation of the earth is hidden from the prideful and those who have no conscious need of Yahuwah. The letters in this word show us that the Yacad of the earth is revealed and known by the humble. The humble see his order and completion. The humble see his glory. The humble have knowledge of his Yacad, or foundation. I pray that blesses you, beloved. Shalom Aleichem. Spark 22 is a ministry specifically dedicated to bringing Abba's word to the ends of the earth and helping spark deeper understanding by the power of the Holy Spirit into your daily faith lives. If you have been blessed by our ministry to Abba, please consider sowing a love gift into this ministry today to help us continue to be a light to the world. You can donate at www.paypal.me/GaviWarrior. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Spark 22, Discovering the Light of Hebrew. I'm Gabriella Powers, and I would like to invite you to stay tuned for next week's Spark 22 video. If this video blessed you, make sure to hit like and share so others can be blessed as well. If you have any suggestions on how we could do better, or if you'd like to encourage us, make sure to drop a comment below. We'd always love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm Gabriella Powers. Shalom Aleichem.